Hi friends, Jim Rhodes here with the Octane Group in Salt Lake City. Listen, I just needed to stop for a minute and make time to share with those of you in the buy here, pay here business that we've got a problem that we need to address in collections in the coming weeks and months. And I want to be sure and share with you, after I had a conversation with a collection supervisor in Texas this morning, it occurred to me that there's a big message that needs to be spread across the buy here, pay here industry. And for that matter, any of those folks out there in consumer finance collecting payments on some sort of contract. You know, what I know from more than 20 years in the buy here, pay here business is that when we've had financial hiccups, you know, we've had a major setback when we had the 9/11 terrorist attacks. We had the 2008 financial crisis. Those things were significant. I think this particular incident with coronavirus has a chance to be even more significant for those of us in buy here, pay here, because it looks to me like this particular incident is going to affect more people in the segment that would traditionally be buy here, pay here customers, or that meet that credit profile and income profile. Because what I'm seeing is that service workers all across the country, it doesn't matter whether we're talking about restaurant workers, it can be the barbershop, it can be, you know, lots of folks are going to be displaced and out of work for a period of time. And it's an unknown amount of time. That really is damaging to the individual psyche and to the collective psyche. And I'm simply suggesting that we need to have a strategy. Now, those who have worked with me over the years know that I teach flexibility in collections. I always condone an approach where we're flexible and cooperative with customers, that when they can prove what their circumstances are and they're dealing with something, then we want to be flexible and cooperative and get through that situation. Again, documentation. But in this case, I'm suggesting even more than flexibility. I'm suggesting we need to be proactively flexible. And what that means is reach out to the customers now before they're past due. Start talking to all of your customers and find out what their circumstances are. Are they simply just working from home and their income is expected to be the same? They're doing the same work. There's no change there. Great. We hope many of them are in that situation. There will be others who are out of work for an indefinite period of time. There will be some that are in a situation where they're due to collect unemployment, whatever. We need to reach out to those customers now and reach an understanding with them. Now, I won't have time here today. You should reach out to me directly if you want some tips and tools on how to carve out understanding, what options you've got to work out with those customers in order to solve these problems. But for today, I would just say, whatever tools we've got available, let's reach an understanding with the customer. That's going to help the customer feel more comfortable that's one less concern that they have right now. And it's a way that we can create a lot of goodwill with our customers, is to reach an understanding and show compassion and show them that we're willing to cooperate and get through this thing with them. You know, alternatively, we could be aggressive. We could choose not to do that and require the customers to pay and be really apply a lot of pressure. Well, guess what? We're going to have a lot of repos if we do that. We're going to have a lot of cars on our back row collecting dust, and we won't have a contract anymore. My suggestion is keep the contract, let the car collect dust in the customer's driveway because they're supposed to be staying home anyway. Let it collect dust there, and let's keep our contract and let's keep our customer and let's work through this situation with them. So again, that's always the approach that I recommend, but in this case, we've got to do more. We've got to reach out to them now. We've got to find out what the problem is and what the outlook is, and let's work with them to work through this. And that just means contacting them before they're even past due. We're going to try to talk to every customer out there and solve problems before they become problems, because that also lets us anticipate just how big a hit we can expect to take as dealers or creditors in the next 30, 60, 90 days. So again, this is going to help us to know and forecast our own cash flow and be prepared for that part. It's going to help the customer know where they're at, and we're going to earn a lot of goodwill, and we're going to be able to really further earn the good graces of that customer by showing them that we're compassionate, we care about their situation, we want to work through that. And again, we don't have to say this to them, but we know that we're taking the approach that this customer is going to be with us a very long time. This is a minor hiccup in the scheme of a long relationship, and let's by all means work out something to get through it. So again, reach out to me if I can give you some specific tools and tricks on how to get the individual tools to keep in your tool belt, so to speak, in solving those problems. And Otherwise, by all means, call me if we can be of service at the Octane Group. This is a difficult time for this industry, and we certainly want to be a resource and help coach dealers through those kind of unusual circumstances. So again, I hope this is helpful. I'm glad you tuned in. Best of luck to you.